I got an amazing new story for y'all today. Completely forgot about this one, but it is a fucking banger. So, we sold this kid an eighth, and his mom fucking follows us and tries to pick us up. So, this happened, I don't know, a year after the fucking us taking his bubbler and smoking that fucking moldy resin story. It is the same exact kid. So he hits us up. We posted on our stories, I believe, like we had an ounce of fucking bud. We are like, yo, who wants an eighth? Selling it $40 an eighth. And he slides up. And we haven't talked to this kid in like almost over a year. Like we literally stole his fucking bubbler from his treehouse and smoked that shit. And he's like, yo, can y'all like come like walk down to my house and fucking bring me an eighth. Like, I can't leave the house right now. Like, you guys have to pull up to me. Do you still live, like, in the town? We're like, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, that sounds good. So, this kid's house was, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile to a mile away from my buddy's house that we were staying at. And we decided probably an hour later, like, yeah, let's head down. So we text him, like, yo, we're coming down to meet ya. Like, where should we come in? He's like, yeah, just come in through the little fucking gap in the fence and meet me by the treehouse. We're like, all right, word. We know where that is. So we're walking down. My buddy and I are talking the whole time. We're like, dude, like, what happened to this kid? Something happened to him. Like, he went from being like this super emotional, energetic. Everyone fucked with him. Everyone hung out with him. And then one day he just kind of turned off. Like, his sentences don't make sense. He doesn't really know how to talk or like be in a social situation anymore. So we fucking walk over there and we like dap him up, serve him. We're like, yo, like how you been doing? He's talking to us. He's like, yeah, I've been doing good, but like kind of weird. It gives off a very weird vibe. He's like a zombie almost. He definitely was just like hopped up on some fucking meds and shit because his mom was crazy, dude. Like his mom did everything she could to fucking keep that kid sheltered, turned him into a fucking zombie. But we chit chat with him for about 5 minutes, and we're like, all right, we're gonna be on our way. So we leave the fucking back of the house, the treehouse. We had no idea this kid's mom was home. He didn't say anything. He said he was fucking alone. Who in their right mind fucking weed when they know they can't while their parents are in the fucking house and they have cameras all over their fucking house? Who does that? But we get walking and we make it, I don't know, a quarter mile down the road. We're just walking into town. There's like a Ben and Jerry's that we're walking to, and we see his fucking mom drive past us. My buddy's like, yo, that was his fucking mom. Like, that was her car. I know for a fact. I'm like, oh, okay, like maybe she was just fucking going into town or something, not thinking anything of it. And then she just like turns around as we're fucking walking. We're like, oh, okay. She drives back by us, turns around again to get back on the side of the road, like where we're walking. By this time, we had like crossed the bridge and we're almost into the parking lot of fucking Ben and Jerry's. And we're walking over to this fucking bench. And she pulls into the parking lot right in front of us. She's like, hey, like, what were you guys doing? Like, I saw you talking to Joe, like, outside my house. And we're like, yeah, we're just seeing if he could hang out. And he kind of explained to us he couldn't, like, he'd have to talk to you and stuff. She's like, oh, okay, like, let's go back. You guys can come hang out. And we're like, oh shit. Because at that time, we also had more weed on us because we thought we were going to go into town, serve a couple other people that were going to hit us up and just chill, smoke, have a good time. That was not the case. Middle of summer, and she's like, you guys can get in the car. And we both look at each other. We're like, nah, like, she'll bring us to the fucking police station if we get in this car. Like, she's the type of parent that fucking calls the cops on anyone. Like, so many kids have been caught by this fucking guy's mom. Like, not even funny. She was known in the town for, like, snitching and shit. So we're like, no, like, it's okay. We'll just walk back. It's a nice day out. We'll just walk and go to, like, the swimming hole. So I'm texting this kid fucking as we're walking back. We're like, yo, dude, your fucking mom, like, she found out, like, we're coming back to the house and we gotta go like hang out. He's like, oh, word, yeah, bet, let's hang out, dude. And we're just like, yo, are you not understanding what I just said? Like, your mom just followed us into fucking town in her car in the middle of the parking lot, started talking to us like, what were you doing at my fucking house? He's like, okay, like we can go to this fucking place called like Benson's Hole. Honestly forget what it's fucking called. And we're like, all right. So I think we had bikes actually. I don't think we were walking. I think we had bikes or like a scooter and a bike or something. Because we ended up biking to this swimming hole, and we go over to his house. We talk to him. It's like, all right, like I got my bathing suit and towel. Let's go. He's honestly just completely oblivious to what's going on. So we go over to the swimming hole, and she's like, all right, like you make sure you guys stay a while. Like, don't wanna like hang out. Like, okay, that's fucking weird. Honestly, we should have just like we should have just said we were gonna bike to it and left the kid there and told him to bike home a little bit later. We shouldn't have stayed with him. But honestly, we kind of felt bad for him. He didn't really have any friends anymore. So we go over to the swimming hole, and I don't even think I went swimming or anything. We just like kind of dipped our feet in because it was cold as fuck. And he's just kind of chatting with us, but he's chatting about nonsense. I really don't know what he was talking about. He he was not right in the head. I can't emphasize that enough. Something happened to this kid. And like 2 hours go by, and we're like, dude, we've been hanging out for a while. Like, go back to your house and we'll fucking go back to ours. And he's like, oh well, my mom wants you to like come back so like she knows you stayed with me. So we have to fucking bike all the way back down to his fucking house with this kid, and like go back through the fucking treehouse, leave him there. Like mom waved to us, and we go back up. And as soon as we get back to my buddy's fucking house, he texts us. He's like, dude, like my mom found the weed. Like she knows what you guys fucking did. And we're just like, after all we just fucking did, dude, everything we just fucking went through, you couldn't fucking hide it, dude. You just left it in your room in the fucking bag. And he's like, she's gonna call the cops. Like, I don't know where you guys live, so like it's okay with that. We're just like, dude, how? Like, tell her not to. Tell her it wasn't fucking us. Tell her like you had it already. He's like, I already told her it was you guys. Like that's why we fucking did it. But I don't know what happened. I think she might have called my buddy's mom or something and talked to her about it, but nothing actually happened to us. Like, no one was aware of anything. She was just fucking all talk trying to scare us or just trying to scare him. But that night was fucking eventful. I don't think anything else happened. So, to the end of the story, how my buddy's mom caught us fucking selling weed to him. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh, that one hurt my ass. How long was that?